my goodness, it's early. Today we have a full day with another new hybrid disc, the Spore from Discmania 1701. If you've been in the disc golf market, you know these hybrid discs are kind of a big deal. Money grab, I feel like, but companies continue to come out with more and more of them because they know that we just buy them up. Biggest thing about this thing is just how bendy it is. Absolutely insane. We're just gonna throw it around here at Xenia Rotary, have a full round with it, and see what we think of it. I should mention this thing does also have a little bead, maybe makes it a little bit more stable. I gotta tell you, it feels a little weird in the hand. I like how grippy the plastic is, but I feel like this thing is just gonna bend right out of the hand. Oh boy. I gotta give this thing another toss. I'm gonna have to get used to this thing. There we go. Go, go. Okay, the biggest thing is it's like bending straight out of the hand, so it feels really funky when you throw it. Let's just hope that the throws get better than those two. Holy cow. I got my putting wardens, by the way. I'm not gonna putt the Spore. It's almost like if you have ESP flex plastic on a really hot day, except today is like 45 degrees and not hot at all. You get the point. This one goes straight uphill. Hopefully we can actually have a decent shot with this thing. Oh, it's stable. I said this when I reviewed the pitch, but these discs always surprise me with how stable they actually are. That one I got a little bit too high anyway. We're still learning it. Give me a break. This is only the second hole that I've ever thrown with this disc. I feel like this is really gonna be a difficult hole for me with this thing. I'm gonna try to go on the right side and hyzer down the hill here. Thinking about just throwing this thing like a football. It's like one of those pop tops. Look how stable it is. Get down. Here's just a normal warden. I bet it flies pretty similar if I throw it correctly. You can kind of see, especially downhill, starts hyzering out. Go. Oh, that is so dirty. One thing I feel like I'm noticing is when I go to throw it, because the plastic is so bendy and flexible, for me anyway, it seems like it's harder to get my angle correct, because when you come through it starts to bend and then you don't know if you're on hyzer and hyzer. Like you could be throwing it flat, it bends like downward and you kind of feel like you're throwing on hyzer. I don't know if that makes sense necessarily, but that's how I feel about it. We got 270 here, so we're gonna try and rip this as hard as we can, see if we can get it there. I'll throw this, then I'll throw my putting ward and see if there's any difference. That's the first time. Wow. Okay. That's the first time that it kind of like flipped up and then it just kind of floated. Maybe two nose up there. I was trying to throw it really hard. Yeah, the warden kind of just flips up and goes straight. Feels so much better out of the hand too because the plastic is stiffer. Yep. That's a beautiful little flight there. This is where I could see myself using this Spore, especially if it goes in. In the past, I felt more confident with the glitch in the pitch off the tee pad than I am right now with the Spore. This is probably too far of a forehand, but the backhand is just so hard because this tee pad literally points to the water and you need to go left. Usually if you have like a zone, you can hyzer one over there. I'm gonna try to go straight at it, put this on a little bit of hyzer and see if it flips up on a forehand. Oh, it did kind of flip up to flat. I thought it was gonna turn a little bit more. Kind of like that. Little warden, that's sick. That's so good. Something's telling me that I don't need the Spore. It also doesn't really help that I'm comparing it to a putter that I have bagged my whole disc golf career, so I'm pretty familiar with it. Here's one I think you can trust the Spore on forehand, only 140 feet. From the looks of it back there, it did flip up to flat for me. I just didn't get it to actually turn over. This one, I just wanted to flip up to flat and go straight. Just like that. That's butter. So don't be scared to forehand it on those little short approach shots, especially if you have a semi-smooth forehand. Now, I wouldn't say mine's the smoothest in the world, but I'm able to do that. Nice and straight. Oh, and it putts well. The plastic just sticks to the chains. Star frame. Let's make up a few holes where I could really see myself throwing this thing. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's a quick little montage of how I see this disc being used. Those short approach shots, something that's floaty, glidey, and most importantly, just sticks to the ground. I think that's what this plastic is really meant for. You know, when you're throwing it full power, it can handle it. And there's gonna be people out there that throw it extremely well. For me, I just don't like the feeling out of the hand when I give it some power. This is a pretty scary and technical hole we have here. Not very far, but you can see all the trees you have to miss. Give me one good flight off the tee. That's all I'm asking for. There we go, finally. That might be a little deep or it's parked. That was sick. Little Warden action. The fact that we hit that gap 2 times in a row, I'll take that. Let's try to get greedy and see if we can hit it for a 3rd time. Don't get greedy, kids. This is actually nasty. I can't believe I birdied this with a Spore. Well, now I birdied it. When you throw, do you guys ever try to keep your head right here for a little bit longer? Like I'm doing that with my putter shots where I'm trying to throw dead straight. And I feel like if I keep my head like down a little bit longer and then look, it seems like I hit my line more often. Maybe this is a known thing, but I don't know. I just started doing it. Skipped over here to hole 14, 215 feet. This one just hyzers the whole way. So if you throw relatively straight, you're probably gonna have a 15-footer. Go, go, go. Oh, it's gonna be a little short. Oh, maybe get lucky. It kind of did. No. How did that get through there? Relatively good tee shots on the last 2 holes we've played. Can't back it up with the putt though. All right, we're gonna cap this video off here at hole 17. Kind of a scary one to end on. The reason it's scary is because there's a creek right here. So if you hit any early tree, good chance you're going in the creek. Trust me, I would know. Oh, we did it. Dude, what? That is parked. Starting to get the hang of it. It only took the second half of this video. Still, would I throw it off the tee pad? Probably not, unless it's a really short hole. Like, if it's 150 feet, then that's practically an upshot. You might as well throw it. Wow, that's a way to end the video off right there. Drop in, birdie. We did pretty good on the last 3 holes that we played. Finally kind of got used to it. This thing's fun though. Do I see myself bagging it? I think I would rather bag the pitch over it. Unless I got like a stiffer plastic, maybe then I'd really like it. Definitely pretty torque resistant if you feel comfortable giving it some power. I'm not that good at throwing putters, so when I threw it, it just felt a little flimsy out of the hand. Where I think it excels is at 150 to 200 foot range. This thing's money, sticks to the ground, no rollways or skips clearly, because it's that nice slow speed. I look at 1-speeds as a fun disc to throw around, and I think that's how I view this thing still. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments what you think of the Spore. If you've thrown one, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you in the next one.